sitting next to me.
Okay, no, I wasn't. Because I remember my inventory got full.
Yeah, and you were sitting next to a cake. You weren't even open the cakes. Sitting next.
Yeah, that's seven. I've already gotten. Yeah, correct. Yeah! I'm dead to try.
No, I'm at.
We have 567 billion. I can't believe it.
Darling,
What?
I'm gonna get 700K, then I'm gonna eat it. Holy moly.
Dude, I was in for like 3 hours.
Alright, let's try a Wakefield.
I was in for like half a day.
Still bad.
Yeah. But I just started playing it.
Try this again.
I think that's like I just need higher eggs. That's all.
It's not that much. You have more with you.
Yeah. Daddy, next Jamaica?
Yeah. I'll play later.
That's arbitrary.
Anything.
That is terrible. Ill. It is one of the Dude, I'm at 10 billion attack now. I'm not even using my auto picker. It's been 2 seconds. They're going. That's they did that. You did say, but you that. Like chances of getting a rainbow pet, like later actually. Exactly. My goal is to have a legendary from every area. So why are you able to go Micah, look at I'm not even tapping. Look at my cursor's on here. Gary. Gary. That, but I also accept so I don't want to be epic. Dude. Like
Yes, we could. Whoa!
Bro, what? Quarter billion.
like in the real bank, bro. Completely different. Doesn't- what?
Oh, I made it. Oh, golden victory.
Dare you, and you shall die. Huh? Really? Use my auto control for this.
Oh.
It's literally auto rebirth, but auto rebirth.
How do you tap it? Oh, you're using the auto picker.
Doing the my possible auto picker for that rebirth thing.
Wait, while open case. Yeah, it's just an auto.
Dude, he's got another auto. Yep. Barely. I told you! Okay, we're trying to make it forward. It actually works. Check the leaderboard to see how many viewers I have. Not me, mutant. Bad? What was a million? Got that. Dang, I didn't even.
How is it possible? That's right, you didn't. But wait, this conversation. I remember, I killed you before. What the hell is happening? Killed me. I see, so that's how it is. Unless is after him, it's not the original. You have no idea what you've done. So how many more times do I have to do this world a favor by slicing you in half? I don't think you're able to comprehend this. I'm a part of the self-defense mechanism. One of the multitude of copies sent to other realities at the moment of death. My destruction cannot be undone by an endless series of attempts. Different outcomes are possible. I defeated once, I can do it again. So close. Nice.
The chat's gonna fill up with like
Legendary.
legendary.
Exotic.
It's not good. I have 7 hours of rocket.
Bruh.
You should just auto reader.
I get infinite coins now.
Garbage.
Oh,
Alien, I need
that's your fucking food.
Nice.
Look at the egg. Why are you so slow? Egg. What you do is take off everything besides the okay. And now click no auto. And you can auto get tabs, auto get pets, and auto. Oh, I got another exotic alien.
Bruh. You're actually like, that's very fun. Oh,
Okay, I need to buy.
Aww. God, you're so nice to you.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
Ah. Bro.
Look how much money you get. Or,
Alright, friends, in 6 minutes, we have to go through the steps.
Okay, going through. I did.
5 minutes.
Bruh,
I think we'll get rid of these next turn. Quite useless.
Now I need to go back to the lobby area fast. Are you able to do the rebirth thing? The whole like rebirth egg hatch thing? Didn't work yet. What? That only works with the free one.
4 minutes and 45 seconds.
And I didn't even open it, Micah. It's going so fast that I can't even open up the rebirth thing. Dude. Yeah.
Get 3.
I just have to join the group, and then you open up 3 eggs, and then
You open up what?
and then then you open up 3 different eggs, and then it automatically starts going on and on and on. You just turn on the thing. Good. Save that. Next set of eggs.
You got a legendary. No.
I don't have enough.
Wait, is this Pet Simulator?
No.
It literally looked just like Pet Simulator.
I got it!
Not Pet Simulator. What were it called? What was it? Was it
Pet Swarm.
Pet Swarm? Was that? Is this Pet Swarm?
No. It's Tapping Legends.
Oh.
There's pets that give you more.
What's the difference?
And this one, you tap, and then you get pets, so you can get more taps.
Chunky
Oh,
monkey, you're a chunky monkey.
I want to get that lucky egg combo.
Bro, how do you even like?
I don't know. You don't have a single one. Yeah, that's there. Pet pools. I've got so many that he's just like, please give me 3 pets. Hey, God! Guy's gonna be like, girl, please give me one of yours of legendary ones. It's got another legendary and an exotic.
You are
Alright, friends.
the
Yeah, you can finish Elite Birdie, then after that, you get to go through the steps, okay?
Yeah, in case.
Nope, just auto hatching.
You
Let's
ready?
just hope that I get more. Let's just hope that I get less than 100 exotics this time.
Alright, friends, we're gonna play a quick one game of Uno, and then we'll get right into reading.
That's probably gonna be cool by the time this is over because if I'm in a legendary internet exotic game.
How much password do you have? Only if
Yeah, because you only get one every upgrade and you talk.
Oh my gosh, that's a funny habit. I
Tried to put in the password, but it was.
yeah, well, since I always use this computer when I'm streaming without a third person here, like I just went into autopilot where I was like logging in to get the streaming set up on that computer.
Oh wait, if you log into your account, is it gonna keep the one that I was doing still
I don't
connected?
need it logged in. Like I can't have you play and stream at the same time, so that's why I'm doing streaming and gaming here, so that you could have a decent computer. Okay, we have to play Uno.
Oh yeah.
Uno, no.
It's like with superheroes.
Very complicated. So many degrees.
Pretty much trying to explain the game. You can't play.
to me.
Oh, shoot.
Because I played it and then you played it. And then you were
Yes. No, let's play Secret Bro. I thought I placed my stick.
I had a +4. It's ready to slap.
I saw it.
I wanted on the person, so it would go back to me, and then I could plus the hit.
Nico, what the heck? Dude, would give you another turn.
I thought I placed a skip.
That would only make it go to Corey's turn.
Yeah, and then he plus 40 with blood.
How did you even know you had a +4?
Like, what?
Go for that! Achoo! Hold on, it's
This
sick.
Uno Ultimate actually looks kind of fun.
It is not. It's too complicated.
If
But
we all-
otherwise, but if it wasn't too complicated, it would be fun.
If we knew the rules.
Yeah, right, bro.
Velveeta.
Pretty much figured it out, but. Oh god,
Later.
listen.
I wonder if I have 1,000 matches.
More than as a passion. And so do I. Bro, imagine.
She got plus 4. Oh, please do it, right?
Getting Bed Wars with that money. Dude, it costs 400 Robux. $5 to make something live. $1,000 exclusive and not exotic.
I own every past medicine.
Anyway. Imagine if they made it so that a game that's literally never ever played, you need to buy a game pass of like 1,000 Robux for that game. So you can unlock a game pass at the end and buy it there, even though it has the same. Ah! Wait, go through the fan. Okay. Do it again.
Next time should immediately just like bacon.
Back on. You say bacon.
You, sir.
And you, sir, are the king of commentary. Get it?
No, I don't get it, man. You gotta explain that one to me.
You're using a fruit.
That's his powder.
guess it is that big. Oh my god, he ripped out his broken tongue. As if he took a bite out of it. You can lick his eyes with that long tongue. Man, I bet that felt good. He just gave you a back massage, Monica. I feel like... Oh, looks like there's new kind of snot now and you're eating it.
I talk for him and you're like, I have a big tongue!
Oh, I know why he's called unspeakable. That's because he's not actually able to speak. You sound like unspeakable because you can't speak, bro. I can tell a million jokes a day, but none of them are actually good.
And then we're actually unspeakable.
Speak of the unspoken.
Get the chair, Jason! Get it off. Get it back.
Please, please.
Dying to watch.
Give space and leave the chair that he uses alone. Alright. Please.
I'm ready.
Alright. What part's this?
Bible.
Bible.
Now you read this.
Well,
Bible.
we need to finish it. So,
If you're just down in the commentary since
it's a new day.
it's alright.
We need focus so that brains and attitudes are in good place.
What's distracting right now?
Okay, can you like sit up? Thank
Yeah,
you.
treat.
No, it's fine. I'm requesting. So be in a place where we can focus. Are we good?
Yeah.
Ready? Alright. The people who had been scattered because of the persecution that came about over Stephen went as far afield as Phoenicia, Cyprus, and Antioch, speaking the word only to Jewish people. But some from among them who were from Cyprus and Cyrene in the first place arrived in Antioch and spoke to the Hellenistics as well, announcing the good news of the Lord Jesus. You ready? Okay, so people were scattered because of the persecution after.
Stephanie.
Right. And at the time, they're only proclaiming the good news of Jesus to only. Right. The Lord's hand was with them, and a large number of people believed and turned to the Lord. News of all this reached the ears of the church in Jerusalem. They sent Barnabas to Antioch. When he arrived and saw the grace of God, he was glad, and he urged them all to stay firmly loyal to the Lord from the bottom of their hearts. He was a good man, full of the Holy Spirit and faith, and a substantial crowd was added to the Lord. Then Barnabas went to Tarsus to look for Saul. So he went here to look for Saul. And when he found him, he brought him to Antioch. So Barnabas took Saul and brought him to Antioch. They were there a whole year. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine going on a mission trip and being in a city for a full year for a mission trip? Let me know. You ready? Actually, it's water in it. And they were there a whole year and were received hospitably in the church and taught a substantial crowd. It was in Antioch that the disciples were first called Christians. Around that time, prophets came from Jerusalem to Antioch. One of them, Agabus by name, stood up and gave an indication through the Spirit that there will be a great, or what the, through the Spirit, what was proclaimed there will be a famine. You know what a famine is? Well, I just told you, but you know what a famine is? It's when there is severe drought, like no water, and so there's no wheat, which means there's no bread. And also there's no water to water your cattle. Drought just like decimates. Around that time, prophets came from Jerusalem to Antioch. One of them, Agabus by name, stood up and gave an indication through the Spirit that there would be a great famine over the whole world. This took place in the reign of Claudius. Each of the disciples determined, according to their ability, to send what they could to help the brothers and sisters living in Judea. They carried out this plan, sending their gifts to the elders by the hand of Barnabas and Saul. So, famine, meaning pretty much, you know what happens during a famine? The poor who already have a hard time getting money for food, they generally are dying. Because usually then all the food prices go up. And so they walked from all the way from Antioch to Jerusalem. Yeah, to help, to like support the poor people in Judea. Alright, what part's this?
Voluntary.
Alright, the other day I had to go to Cambridge once more, just for a few hours. Looking for a particular shop, I walked up King's Parade. It was reminded of someone once saying that if there's anybody in the world you want to meet, you should stroll up and down King's Parade and eventually they will come by. It's ridiculous, of course, but there is a point to it. Not long after I turned the corner, a man I hadn't recognized hailed me and introduced himself. It was a long-retired bishop who had acted briefly as a counselor or friend to me 30 years before. Some places in the world are indeed like that. I've always imagined that Grand Central Station in New York might function the same way, though I've never been there myself and so haven't tested the theory. There were various places in the ancient world which functioned as the great crossroads of culture and trade, and one of them was Antioch. So the place that they were there for a year was kind of like New York, where a lot of trade happens, where people go there a lot. This, by the way, is Antioch in Syria, not to be confused with Antioch in Pisidia, where we shall find Paul and his friends in chapter 13. Now, Antioch is just south of where you'd be if you landed by air right in the middle of Turkey. Antioch in Syria is about 15 miles inland from the sea, on the river Orontes, about as far north, again from Sidon or Damascus, as they are north of Jerusalem. Or, if you prefer, it's where you land up if you treated the long northeast spur of Cyprus as a pointing finger, following its line by sailing to the Levantine shore, and then went a few miles up the river. And as any map with ancient roads and regular shipping lanes will tell you, once you're in Antioch, you can guarantee that half the people who traveled anywhere, a much smaller percentage of the population now, of course, would sooner or later come by. It was a great, thriving, crowded, cosmopolitan city. And it was there that the word Christian first came into use. So, in Antioch is the first place that the first time the word Christian was used to call people. Because you know what Christian stands for? Actually, it means Christ-like. So it means like these people are always talking about King Jesus. That people like used to go, oh my gosh, those Christians. They're always talking about Christ. They're always talking about royalty, some royal dude. Yeah, I don't think they knew what ions were then. It was a nickname, of course, just as Methodist was originally a word used by the opponents of Wesley and his friends to steer at their methodical way of organizing their groups for Bible study and prayer. But like many nicknames, it tells us a lot about the popular perception of what was going on. You'll hear every language other than Southern Antioch if you went from one part of town to another, but the one you could guarantee to be understood in was, of course, Greek. And Christ, as we have seen many times already, was the Greek word for Messiah. The anointed one, God's anointed king. So what does Christ mean in Greek? It means Messiah. So Christians is like a sneer. It's like making fun of people who follow Jesus. But the word Christ means, it's like Greek for Messiah. Was a Greek word for Messiah, the anointed one, God's anointed king. The followers of Jesus were thinking and speaking in such a way that they were thought of as the king's people, Messianists, Christians. True, the word Christ did quite quickly become, in circles where people didn't recognize the Jewish royal overtones it carried, a kind of proper name. Since many people in the Roman world had 2 or 3 names, it might be assumed that the phrase Jesus Christ was simply a double name. But that's not how it was at the beginning. Several of the things Paul writes on into the 50s of the 1st century only make sense if we assume that for him, Christ still carries its full meaning of Israel's anointed king, the one in whom God's purposes are summed up and brought to fulfillment. And Paul was one of the main teachers and preachers in the lively and growing body of believers at Antioch. He was there, as we discover in this passage, because Barnabas brought him there. We don't know why it was that Barnabas twice now took it upon himself to act on Paul's behalf. He seems to have spotted that Paul, or Saul as he was still known, was a teacher and preacher of exceptional gifts, and wanted to see these used to the full. So here in 927, Barnabas acts as Saul's friend at court. What Saul had done at Tarsus we have no idea, but we can only assume he had been teaching in the synagogues, trying to persuade his family and friends in the region that Jesus really was the Messiah spoken of in the scriptures. Tarsus, by the way, was just round the northeast corner of the Mediterranean Sea from Antioch, a tricky journey overland but a short distance by boat. And the reason Barnabas brought Saul to Antioch was that a great number of non-Jews were becoming believers. Unlike the circumcision party we noted in 11:2, Barnabas seems to have taken what had happened in Caesarea as a firm sign that there was now an open door for non-Jews to be welcomed into full fellowship alongside Jewish believers. He had been sent from Jerusalem to check out what was going on in Antioch, since word had got back that not just a single household, as in the case of Cornelius, but a large crowd of Gentiles was lightly turning in faith to Jesus as Lord, largely due to unnamed evangelists who had apparently seen no reason to hold back from speaking to non-Jews. Yes? Yes?
Because it wasn't fake to me.
Okay. No problem. Are you ready?
Jason, can you go open that door so that bug is not?
I have an idea.
No. Bro, it went over here.
Like,
I don't think he's ready. He get distracted by the bug.
you're not ready.
He's getting bugged.
I will be back in a minute.
Alright.
You're not ready, Micah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're not ready.
I am ready.
Do you want to wait? You want to continue? Alright. He had been sent from Jerusalem to check out what was going on in Antioch. Since word had got back that not just a single household, as in the case of Cornelius, but a large crowd of Gentiles, was lightly turning in faith to Jesus as Lord, largely due to unnamed evangelists who had apparently seen no reason to hold back from speaking to non-Jews, and had been rewarded with large numbers of converts. Yeah, he gets like that. We're talking about Augie, but I guess if you want to think you're a dog.
Ruff, ruff.
Okay, eat dog food.
I've done it many times.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready.
Luke's commendation of Barnabas is moving and theologically pregnant. He came and saw the grace of God and was glad, for he was a good man full of Holy Spirit and of faith. In other words, what Barnabas saw was not just a large and motley crowd of unlikely looking people crowding into someone's house, praising God and being taught about Jesus in the scriptures. What he saw was God's grace at work. It took humility and faith to see that. Barnabas had both in spades, thanks to the work of the Holy Spirit in him. It was at that point that he thought to himself, we need someone Good dude. Augustine. Augie. Friend, dude. Ugh.
I was looking at you. What's happening over there?
We need someone who can teach these people. Oh,
Ready. Jason.
okay. It was at that point that he thought to himself, we need someone who could teach these people, who could take this work forward and give it to the deep roots and the mental fiber it needs. And I know who can do that, Saul. Again and again, the church needs not only the people who really can take the work forward, but people who, in prayer and humility, can spot the very person that God is calling. So you hearing that? Like, did you hear that, my friend? Okay. So, in a group of people, see ya. Let's get seeing you. Yes.
Else on.
All right, friends. So, in a group of people who are pursuing Jesus, you need also people to teach. Because do you think yeah, and all his followers, they went and teached.
We need to do the same.
Yeah, we also got to humble ourselves and listen to good teachers.
That's in school.
And also people of the Bible. Because they were there in Tarsus, right?
Yeah.
Or Antioch. And people were choosing Jesus as their king. But it didn't just stop there. Saul was there for a year teaching them what that actually meant. Teaching the scriptures.
Yeah.
And how that works every day. Alright. Again and again, the church needs not only the people who really can take the work forward, but the people who, in prayer and humility, can spot the very person that God is calling. It isn't always easy, and for Barnabas to bring Saul into an already flourishing group of disciples, which he had not founded, must have been potentially difficult as well. There might have been resentments, personality clashes, and the like. We shall see some of them later on, and tragically the close bond between Paul and Barnabas was itself fractured, as not only Acts 15 but also Galatians 2 makes clear. But for the moment there was a kind of honeymoon period, the sort of thing that sometimes happens when a work of God is being established. Testing will come later. Get the roots deep while you can. So you hear that? Like, when there's peace, get your roots deep in Jesus and the scripture.
Yeah, be like, do I not like you? Yeah, I go, ooh.
Oh yeah, well, it's like when the storm, like, let's say you're in the boat, right? You want to get everything you can to learn about the boat when it's nice and peaceful, about what actions to take, like, yeah, but once it goes crazy, like, you don't have time to learn those things, you're just reacting. So that's why, like, as we're in this peace now, this side, it's really good for us to get our roots deep in scripture. Yep. Alright, I need you to, like, I'll have to kick Augie out of the garage if he's a distraction, okay? But for the moment, there was a kind of honeymoon period, and the sort of thing that sometimes happens when a work of God is being established. Testing will come later. Get the roots deep while you can. And out of that, again, as often happens when God's work is going forward, there emerged a mood of glad generosity. Agabus, whom we shall meet again in Acts 21, once more with a gloomy but accurate prophecy, arrives from Jerusalem and prophesies that there will be a great famine, right across the world, a famine which has left echoes in other parts of early Christian writings. Not least when Paul is talking about the present distress in 1 Corinthians. At once the Christians of Antioch do not say to themselves, how shall we survive? But how can we help those who will be in worse position than ourselves? And so they resolve to send help to Jerusalem, and it is Barnabas and Saul who are chosen to take the money they collect. Collecting money was going to become a habit for Saul and Paul, and it was going to get him into trouble. This mention of a visit to Jerusalem to bring money for the relief of the poorer believers in Judea ties in nicely with Galatians, where Paul speaks of going there according to Revelation, which is best taken to refer to Agabus' prophecy. At the end of his description of the visit, in which he took the opportunity to talk to Peter and others about the nature and scope of their respective missions, he says that the Jerusalem apostles asked him to go on remembering the poor, which makes excellent sense that the visit of Galatians 2 is the same one as here. This way of reading the two texts has been very controversial, as people have discussed how, if at all, the chronology we can work out from Paul's letter ties in with what we can work out from Acts, and if not, who has got it what wrong. This isn't something we can go into here, nor does it hugely affect our reading of Acts itself. I merely give my judgment, in company with many readers, ancient and modern, that we take the visit of Acts to correspond to that of Galatians, we shall not go far wrong. What matters far more is, of course, that the church should always be open to the cry of the poor, from whatever quarter it comes, and should always be ready to respond by sending its best help and its best people. The first Christians were not just known as king's people, they were known as people who, precisely because the king was Jesus himself, were committed at the deepest level to giving themselves and love to one another and to all. Yep.
That is so short.
It's not the shortest one yet. Thank you, Bible.
The reason why it keeps taking so long is because we just haven't been focused.
Yeah, Jason.
No, let's just not.
That's all of it.
Yeah, if we.
Distract me.
No,
You've been distracted too, my friend.
Yeah, you kept smiling because I kept plugging my nose because all your breath smelled.
And that's fine. As
Oh.
long as we are in good spirit about it. As long as we're in good spirit and also as long as we're in good spirit about it.
I put it all the way down. That one still be there.
So short. I will.
You just like
They play like a 5 minutes of a game like that. Okay, I'm ready.
Alright.
One souls.
y'all ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Again,
What?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What do you
I'm
say,
ready.
Abby?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What part's
Ready?
this?
Are you ready?
What? There you go. Around that time, King Herod began to use violence towards some people in the church. He killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. When he saw that it pleased the Judeans, he proceeded to arrest Peter too. This was around the time of the Festival of Unleavened Bread. So when he had seized him, he put him in prison and gave 4 squads of soldiers the job of guarding him, with the intention of bringing him out to the people after Passover. So Peter was kept in prison, but constant prayer was made to God by the church on his behalf. So,
I'm just short about what I was saying.
so,
you just said Bible, and I was about to say commentary.
so, this dude, remember, he is trying to keep the peace, and so he notices that people like it. They like him when he's killing these Christians, right?
My dad.
Yeah, and he puts Peter, so he kills James, the brother of John. And then he arrests his rights. It puts 4 squads of soldiers. It's a lot of people to guard one person.
Yeah, he's never escaped.
And so then here the church is praying on his behalf.
The other characters did taking it.
What part's this?
Hey,
Robin.
Right.
what the?
Okay.
Alright. What makes a monarch act violently towards his subjects? That question presses upon us at this point in Acts, because up to now we have heard nothing of Herod in this book. Heralds from other places and other periods of history may or may not be instructive. Everybody knows, in England at least, about Herod, about Henry. I think that's a V is a 10, so 13?
What?
Or is that 5? I don't remember.
It said in this book. Doesn't that mean that there should be like 17 books? Since
5.
there's one for each one.
Or is it 5? Oh, it's 8 then.
Wait, a B and what?
B and 1.
B111 in
Watch it. The Henry VIII. Oh, it's Henry VIII, yeah.
Yep, because V means
Henry.
5.
The V doesn't mean 5. S means 10. I remember now.
Yeah, he's a really
B
funny.
means 5 and then just
Henry
1.
Ferguson. 8.
Alright. The question presses upon us at this point next, because up to now we have heard nothing of Herod in this book. Parallels from other places and other periods of history may or may not be instructive. Everybody knows, in England at least, about Henry. So, remember, this is Herod of the Bible, King Herod, and now he's talking about Henry, King Henry, who was like King of England, like 1,800 years after Jesus. So let's talk about another person in time and place who was bad Mama Jamba.
No bad Jamba.
Mumba Jumba.
Bad Mama Jamba.
No bad coffee Jamba.
There you go. About Henry VIII and his attack on the monasteries. Most people think he was using public discontent at the increasing arrogance of the church as an excuse to get his hands on a large amount of valuable land, but he wanted stability in his realm, and he saw the early English reformers as undermining it. So he went after them as well. English church history has tended to look back to Mary's reign later in the 16th century as the time when so many reforming church leaders were burnt at the stake. But it was Henry, 10 or more years before, who had begun the process. Coming nearer to our own day, the threat from Scotland of a Jacobite rebellion in the late 17th and early 18th century was enough to provoke massive and brutal reprisals from the kings of the time. There are sadly plenty of more modern examples of the same phenomenon around the world. So right now, like, the reality is, kings want stability.
Yeah.
And so anytime they think someone is not bringing stability, sometimes kings feel like it's in their right to kill them.
But no.
So right now he's thinking the Christians are bringing instability. And also, if the Jews, the leaders, are liking what he's doing by killing Christians, he'll think that'll make his reign more stable.
That's just wrong.
In general, is it ever possible to make such sweeping statements without challenge? Monarchs, even paranoid ones, do not often attack their subjects without at least some appearance of provocation. Of course, if we're looking for historical examples of paranoid brutality among monarchs, we might naturally turn to the grandfather of the King Herod in the story. This present Herod, whose full name was Herod Julius Agrippa, was the son of Aristobulus, one of the many sons of Herod the Great, a half-brother of Herod Antipas, the brooding and malevolent figure of the Gospels. Our present Herod is sometimes referred to as Agrippa I, in contrast to his son, Herod Agrippa II, whom we shall meet in chapter 25 and 26. The Herod family had, shall we say, something of a reputation when it comes to gratuitous violence, though none attained the standing of the patriarch Herod the Great himself in this respect. But then by the time Antipas and two Agrippas were reigning, Rome had taken a firmer control of the whole region, so that the client kingdom was under less pressure. This latter feature of the period, Rome relying on the local aristocracy, such as it was, nobody actually thought Herod the Great was anything but a jumped-up half-breed warlord to keep the peace, may explain a bit further why sudden or sporadic violence might be expected. Agrippa I was thought of by the Jewish population as their man, trusted more or less by the Romans, but also popular with his people. It was strongly in his interest both to show his Roman overlords that he will not tolerate dangerous movement developing under his nose, and to show his own people that he was standing up, as they would have seen it, for their ancestral traditions. To kill someone with the sword, as opposed to having them stoned as Stephen had been, strongly indicates that Herod either saw, or wanted people to think he saw, the Christian movement as a political threat. Certainly a movement whose very name by this stage stakes out a claim for Jesus as the true anointed king of the Jews, cannot have been anything other than threatening to the person who bore that title as the gift of the Roman superpower. We recall how in Matthew 11 and elsewhere, we see a kind of shadow boxing between Jesus and Herod Antipas, with Jesus only claiming cryptically to be the true king, but at the same time offering an equally cryptic but devastating critique of Antipas. However much the Christian movement had developed by this stage, there is no sign that it was fomenting anything that could actually be classified as rebellion. But someone with the name of Herod was unlikely to tolerate for long a movement whose name had royal connotations. Luke notes, tellingly, that Herod had James killed first, and then, seeing that this was a popular move with the people, made for Peter. Get one of the minor leaders first, since if people don't like it, you haven't gone too far, but if they do like it, why then be bold and strike for the top? The James in question is the brother of John. That is one of the two sons of Zebedee, as opposed to James, son of Alphaeus, on the one hand, and James, the brother of the Lord, on the other. They were, as we have often remarked in other contexts, short boys' name in the Jewish world of the first century. Thus it was that, after initial opposition from the chief priests, and then persecution initiated by a zealous young Pharisee, The followers of Jesus now at last came in for royal attention, and this enables Luke to draw the first half of his book towards its conclusion. This chapter sees virtually the last mention of the 12, apart from chapter 15, and from this chapter on, it is not so much Peter, who may be this stage have been a marked man with a price on his head, but another James, the brother of the Lord, who emerges as a central leader in the Jerusalem church and, in a measure, in the worldwide movement. But that is not all. As we shall see at the close of the chapter, Luke has told the story in such a way as to leave the first half with a direct showdown between the official reigning king of the Jews and the unofficial king, Jesus the Messiah. The good news of his kingly rule has been announced in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria. The local king who will be most threatened by this has done his worst, and it hasn't worked. Now Luke is suggesting it's time to see what will happen when Jesus is announced as Lord of the world. Luke takes care to tell us twice that all this was happening around Passover time. How many years have elapsed since the Passover at which Jesus himself was crucified, we do not know. All Jewish traditions make it clear that Passover time was thought of the time when God delivered his people from slavery. On this Passover, it appeared that one leader was delivered and another one not. Luke is perhaps not as unconcerned about this imbalance as some have imagined. He merely puts the matter before his readers, expects to lay it in turn before the God who provided it. Remains both remarkable and inscrutable. Alright, we can start.
Or what's
Yeah.
that thing? The white thing, hand-looking thing.
It's like a
My-
keyboard.
My image.
You could try it if you want to.
The keyboard?
Yeah, like you put in key bindings.
Micah,
Oh, that's weird. Wow, Jason.
they're all legendary and pin exotics. Maybe I
Okay, do you still have the code?
the legendaries.
Let's see if it'll load up automatically.
You got a few
won't.
legendaries.
Oh, I'm gonna do like
Alright, let me load it up for you.
Derek, not this again.
back row.
You get godlies.
Yeah. Alright. And then
What even is
Oh, my pets. I'm gonna turn these into golds.
Micah, I broke the game.
Ready for some gold, bro?
Why is there a cat now? Is that Floppa?
You're a floppo.
This game?
Jason.
alright, so what else we're going to do?
What?
So I'm going to first ask you to type it into this notepad. There it is. Can you see messages? You just can't type?
I can't even do anything.
Or you can't even see it? Here, I'll type it for you. Show you after.
Goodbye, all the pet stuff.
1 second, let me make sure I got it all. Something got in my eye.
John X.
Oh! Alright. And then
Right. No.
hit file. Click file. Save as. Alright. And then you can hit desktop, so it's just up there. And put in for name. Put in whatever you want to name it. No, you want to do an actual something you remember. So like no, something like GPO server code, something like that. That works. And I say,
Just a. There we go.
okay. Save. There you go.
Perfect.
Dude, look how many coins I have.
Well, you could copy the code and just paste it. So you have to hit Control A or highlight it all. No, or hit Control C. Then hit Enter. There you go.
Yeah. cat? Why does cat know? Why does cat do cat?
I have no idea.
Fast it is now. Ready? Fast it goes up.
They don't. So let's see. I
Not
got
gonna brave
wait.
away.
I got a percent code. Right? You're saying. Each one. Not a new phone. After paying Robux,
250.
that's our need to see. Don't know if I can see how the point thing can I see right there.
Yeah, sure.
Bro, imagine being so bad at parkour that you fall off playing Tablet Simulator, bro.
There, dude.
I think this guy has to do that.
It's like you have all your points in the sword.
Back helmet and walk.
Dude, how is possible? I can blast two missiles.
Yep, you can block anything pretty much.
Ow.
Yeah, that I know.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now I'm not.
Wow. I never do again.
Now I have gotten faster walk,
Oh yeah.
completely pet storage, triple chances, and a ton of more
No, okay.
and then I can increase my cat multiplier. Yeah, come here. Yeah. Bro, watch this. Ready?
Ow.
Like
Stop it, you bazookas.
I'm making quintillions per second. Like, 1, 2. Yep, definitely faster now.
Yeah.
Whoa. So little bit, Micah. I'm making 10 billion now. That's what you were.
Okay.
Can you look on the wiki? If the wiki's always vegan.
I mean, you could try it to see what the Billy does, but after that, unequip it. You tried it.
No blood on that one.
Yeah, so you could do that one. It's the impale you can't do. The sword would be a lot better though.
Now it has 15 damage, same after tried it.
But the sword has multiple abilities.
But I don't know, maybe it's the jacket.
Ow! You can't get me, you can't get me.
Look how many reverse I have now.
What?
120. Yeah.
Hiya! Ow.
He died once. Look on the eggs.
That's because you've been taking from it, bro. $10 billion rebirths is still not enough for you. You used to have this when you started playing. Today.
Ah, you're not getting
Yeah.
me today.
You had it earlier today.
No, I didn't do it.
Hey, thought you had only something. Maybe that was like a while ago.
I got this thing. Ah!
Up, dude.
This is a perfect spot for people to rock since I can do this thing.
Legendaries in one thing.
I think I did.
It's a good spot, yeah. Let's just time it right.
Got a golden legendary.
Oh.
Only
Sometimes it's
For your best pet, other than that, and if you got it, it's 4.8. I have more than 250 billion. That That's the last billion. Now I can go to the area with the gray hole.
no. Back in windows. Stop it, mister.
All I care about is the exotics. I really got one of the legendary too. Yeah.
Okay.
the auto clip off.
Get it down!
How many hours left in there?
Robux spent. Sequels.
Now, got it! Yeah! Was that so
Oh! Oh! Jason! Hmm.
Fuck below.
Yeah. Speaking of snow, I need to pay mine. No, I knew because look, I have stuff in the time played, and that was below. An exotic. I caught 7 exotics so far. Bro. Not only is it better than the other area, it's 2 above the other area. Give me an exotic this one. I'm warning you, double gun.
Hmm. Yep. It changed nothing, but fix you won't change anything either. Material will grind you into dust, and I'm just a small gear in that process. This makes me stronger. I won't need in turn. I'll be gone.
allowed to delete 3 exotics and 2 legendaries, and it doesn't even. Play the game exactly like this. Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Bruh. And then you just collect the heads and use that.
Who could eat the most corn?
Okay, wait, hold on. You wanna have a competition in it?
Yeah.
Don't do anything yet. Micah, wait for me. So easy. What do you mean? No, literally, this whole game is just a pit corner here. Like,
Looks like gas station.
wait, what? I don't have permission to join? I did. Yeah, see? Actually, no, I'll pick that up. Also, I got the reverse block. Yeah, but
Oh, and keep going.
wait, order. Oh! Somebody's on top of the spectator box using the... Dude, somebody got the reverse. Somebody is using brick. And they,
Just spam it.
no, they got up to the Brazil portal and they're just dropping bricks from there. So good. Like, speed plus normal default. Oh, Charlie, you joined?
Yeah. How do you know?
Because I heard the glove noise and it showed it on the leaderboard. Wait, Charlie, can I test something? I'm gonna see if you hit me with the disarm glove while I'm using my reverse ability if it'll go into your glove.
Nope, I'm good. Feedback?
Oh,
Yeah. Haha. See ya.
I want to see.
God's hand, be careful. Like, it.
Oh god.
Try me.
Yo, Cascade of Misery is joined.
Yeah, bro.
Corey, you're playing.
Totally.
Look
But
at
you are. It just shows your characters. This is the game where it shows all your friends.
Oh, that's funny.
Can't hit me because I'm using the first glove.
How if it's picking you?
Huh?
Is it picking you?
No. It's going for somebody else. Yes, I made a god hit himself! You can left and right.
Look at me.
Let's team, Charlie.
Now.
Okay.
Oh.
Didn't do it.
Hey, look.
Ooh, redacted! Charlie! We can get the glove now! Let's get 5k. Get another BF5k.
I have 5K.
Yeah, we need 5k to get the glove. That's good. No! Dude, stop it. Where's the portal? Come on, where's the portal? There it is! I found the portal! Oh, I didn't get it right.
So you need 5,000?
Yeah. You need 5,000. You need to go into the redacted portal and then get it right. You just need 5k stops first.
I'll do it here. Goodbye.
Wait, you're leaving?
Just gave me redacted for me.
Yo, Jason.
Huh?
You're here.
Bruh!
What's the 99 in there?
I just went through it the second half.
Oh, Charlie, you just got in here.
In the game.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh! Bruh. How did I even get this? rainbow glove?
Yeah, like that factory.
What are you talking about? Oh, that's the Thanos glove. It's completely useless. Wait, that glove?
Yeah.
I think that's an admin. You have like a full rainbow glove. Oh, it's just stop using. Yeah, gotcha.
Janice!
Sorry. Error. Haha, suck yourself. I still had him off, didn't I? Yeah, I had to go with arrow.
They're making the turret sound from Team Fortress 2.
And there's a later in the background.
It's snap.
He slapped himself. Get yourself slapped.
Now get slapped. No.
I just slapped like 7 people because they walked into me and tried to slap me. I've literally got everybody in the server so mad at me that they're just like raging.
About to be raging more. Yes!
Now it's my turn to judge them.
I'm so mad. Are they raging in chat?
I don't know. No, probably not.
Equip your best clothes. Net.
Yeah, probably not.
No, that's not your best clothes. It's it.
I don't have disarm.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeet!
Dude, come on, no, I don't. Haha, the joke's on you. Yeet!
But I like that stuff. No.
Yay! I lost my glove, but I still knocked you off.
Let's go with it.
We're just raging now because I hit you off?
No.
Yeet! Oh, Charlie, this guy's using arrow. We need to be default. Be default glove.
No. What are you supposed to do?
There's a secret achievement for going to the back rooms. Maybe I supposed to chance, but it's not default. So it's a secret achievement for going to the back rooms. You need to get it. Yeet! Oh.
Should I take a kill?
Don't worry, I'll reverse him.
Now I can still hit you.
Oh wait, that's not overkill. He's not using overkill, he's using kill screen.
Ow.
He just had 2 kills, so it lights up. It lights up after 1. Did it take away your glove?
Yeah?
Yay! I knew it would work! Yay!
And I just know not to hit you then.
I love your reverse glove!
Is it how you got married?
Yes. Ah, fuck yourself. No! Off the map!
Slap yourself, but slap your friends too.
health back because I didn't come back. Because it only came back like 3 hits.
Get boys!
God.
Nice!
Yes, I am. And you're about to be not. Yay!
No!
Yes! This is an all-out war between disarm versus reverse.
Get boys!
Well, I have reverses. Get it?
Oh. Let me get it.
Achievement!
What does it even give? Nothing.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. It gives you the redacted glove.
It's stuck.
Just like that.
What is it?
Getting the right portal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I did.
It's bad anyway.
Except for get rid of people. Not.
I got the wall glow. And now you gotta get one.
Dude, I just got 12 hits. How long does the ability take? Black glove is pretty much useless. Ooh, Charlie! I'm
I
gonna
did
get
it!
You got it? Yay!
Fuck you, Rex! No. I fail at it.
You get wrecked! You went into my portal!
Yeah, I gotta use the them.
No, I'm gonna get this on my life.
I'm also about to get ice. So, do it. Alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to reverse the God's hand here. Sorry.
Yeet.
Two. You! Crap. Now that I have the achievement, they're not just something very.
Look at me!
If he goes for me,
Look at me, Jason! Look at me! I'm just like, I'm doing a split! Yeet!
yeet.
Slap you, slap you, slap you, slap you.
Slap. You.
I'll
Slap you. Slap you.
Can you get with me? Wee! And then snap streak. Two tactics, you don't get to slow.
It's not hacking.
No, no. Oh wait, I'm not using the same. I'm using the same.
God. teaming now?
Jason,
Yeah.
strategy.
I think you failed! That's only for the, also mine. I don't care.
Then I use the best glove on him, Jason. I mean, Micah.
Ooh.
Jason. Overkill, yes. Let's be team.
So can I
Oh my
be
God.
on a team with you?
No.
Dude!
Let's see.
You raging. Raging.
Hi, Micah. Hi.
Overkill him.
Aaron, right.
But I'm good.
It's on. When you get this
I killed him, so
whoa.
stop.
You mean you what?
What, you raging right now?
Yeah.
You know what he's raging.
How am I not raging? I'm having fun.
What the fuck?
Yay, the reverse whoa!
What if I reverse your reverse ball?
Yes, then it becomes a reverse infinite and gives you an achievement. But it kills both of us. And they die. Easy, kill him 3.
No. Okay, that's right. Whoa.
He slapped. Let's pick that incorrect one.
Whoa, what is that thing?
That's us.
Like you said,
Fire!
Stop rolling me, I keep feeling.
Won't stop stabbing me.
He slapped.
Very good.
Error kill.
Yeah, do that.
Oh yeah, by the way, Micah, not if I care, but you can kill me while I'm using my reverse with error. Yay, overkill him! Bruh. Me? You have bubble?
You what?
Here. Kylie. Why are you using potato?
I don't have the bubble door.
You said you do.
How you get a 250 kill streak?
You said that you got me. Yeah. Said, and I had to get 250 the hard way.
And then once I get bubble, you guys can get
Okay, I'll be killed.
Oh, it's really cool.
There's only one.
Whoa.
Including you, there's probably people that could use it, but
Here we see.
Don't.
Okay, cool.
Going small, not fast.
I accidentally clicked it.
Maybe just get the small.
Still saying it's unavailable.
Let me try join one. Let me join him.
Yes.
Let me join Macadon.
Are you guys gonna help me?
I'm gonna get flashed from the other dudes. I need.
You're in the same server as him, Charlie.
Yeah, I know. I joined.
He has a 17 kill streak.
I got him.
Who's through there? Other error or over there?
In the kill. Next dude got him.
Charlie,
Stop.
can we get it to me? That way. Wait, you're gonna have to like somebody from God's hand. Like, bro, damn.
So mad.
I'll be, I'm gonna be reversed. I'm not going to use it with you. I'm just gonna use it so that the guy with God's hands can hit himself.
Yeah, hit him. Hit Mecca. Hit Mecca.
Oh, stupid dude.
I got him with it.
Yeet.
Charlie, please stop.
He's dead. I can handle this dude. I can just slap it a dummy time.
Not gonna hit you.
Stop, Mecca.
You know, you guys are really close to each other.
Yeah, Charlie, stop hitting me.
Charlie, you hit him.
Then join a different server. You always join us, and then you're always like, I'm getting slaps. But then you just hit us.
I'm hitting other dudes.
It's not like he could stay away exactly from the other people. So, alright. Break step.
Jason, don't.
Okay. Anything to sit on the plate. How high can you jump? And to get onto the plate. That way you survive and get back.
You like to eat that. I have ice.
If you hit him with it, it like turns you into ice and makes you go away.
Now hit me.
Okay, bro. No.
He survived!
Give me a card.
Charlie, you try to hit me.
You think that's funny, bro?
I think it's hilarious.
40.
This is entertaining as heck. I love doing this stuff.
Hit me, Mecca.
History. What the heck? Fuck.
Like, stop it.
Oh, I almost hit you,
Oh
Jason.
my god. He did it to himself though.
What? That's funny.
It worked.
And I blocked you anyway. Ryan, hit me, bro.
Let me handle this. Ice.
Okay, I'm glad he's not using block. Because that thing annoying.
He's gonna reverse the reverse.
I can't hit me.
No, bro. Okay, bro. Possibility.
Wait, don't hit me!
Oh my gosh, Jason.
Okay, now you hit 50.
What's it do?
You get more powerful over time. You have the. I figured out that it's 75 that you get your first throw
Ability.
thingy ability. Yeah.
So fast.
And quickly, when quickly you get faster over time.
Hit me. Back.
Wait, no.
Embarrassed.
Okay, now. Yeah, it's so annoying. Get any better.
Trying to hit me.
This
Now.
is like,
Now he's auto clicking.
Hello. Trying to hit me.
I'm sorry.
I don't care.
Never use your auto clicker while using ice.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, let me handle this.
Let's stop it.
All right, hey, I'm
Block
gonna ask you to stop focusing, okay?
I'm just trying to get him to stop hitting my gun.
Is it just you three on this map?
No,
Then there's some other dude who's like a fairy.
under the
Okay.
map with diamond.
Okay.
just a rocker.
All right, so Charlie, that you are egging it on. So if you get slapped off, you have to have a flexible brain. Okay. Seriously, Lanta, what was that sound?
That's an animation for it.
There's your big backstop.
Please don't.
12!
I will take away the microphone. I mean the
That will
speaker.
break the speaker.
You do think I should become reverse to reverse to reverse?
Going too fast, I can barely hit you.
Now hit me.
You tried to hit me.
Mike is a big boy. Doesn't need your defending, Jason.
Don't hit me yet. I don't know if class you.
Let Micah defend himself.
It's too fast that he can't even be hit by it. So listen, that I love looking so. We're about to hit 75, and then you might have 10.
The abilities crash.
Dakota Flute! Wait, stop, please. Can you get him?
Don't, Jake.
That's the race to it.
So you guys both want it, right?
Try it, space.
I'm just kidding.
It's not even there. You can barely even see it.
Now you have the ability. Do it. Hit me with your ability. Yeet! And you that little knockback. So lucky that you're on the that you're past 75.
That's good stuff.
Ah, slap your dead body. 3 slaps. Yeah, it is.
It's just really cool.
Yeah.
Don't need to protect Micah, dude.
All right, in 7 minutes, we're taking a break step, my friends.
I'm not. I just don't want Mike to die.
You don't have to protect it.
That, on your request, they'll be protecting him, my friend.
Not.
And he can die. Micah can defend himself.
Man.
It's hit you twice.
Come here, Micah.
Because of how spammy you are on each other.
Come here.
This computer not being the best computer ever.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you like? That is a really good computer.
Yeah, but it's not the best in the world.
What
No,
would make it different?
No one here in the immediate facility will ever have best in the world. Like the best in the world is like when you liquid cool with CO2 with liquid nitrogen.
Yeah.
Come here, Micah. Come here. There you go. It's not funny.
My friend, like I said, when you have a flexible space, we're playing a PvP game.
Okay, who's up with KCPs?
probably just gonna go like